The Immortal John Hancock here, and I got my hands on this awesome variation of Pac-Man double feature, which was kind of a shadow dropped and offered at San Diego Comic-Con out of nowhere. This was a cool collector's gold box, and I did pick this up aftermarket. There was 1,000 copies of these made, one of I think like 5 colors, and I got the blue cart, and I'll show you that. I'm going to unbox it. Pretty awesome gold box here. So remaining copies were sold on Atari Age after San Diego Comic-Con, and they went pretty fast and eventually sold out, and it's pretty awesome that they offered that. I should have waited, but I didn't know. Anyways, got this off eBay, paid too much, but it's sold out now. And so for a collector's variation of this is coming out this fall, $34.99, and you can pre-order this on Atari. Pretty awesome for a standard release, but it's going to play the same. And came with an extra pin, that's kind of cool, and a patch. Very cool to see that. And a really thick manual that goes over the history of Pac-Man. So as much as I don't regret paying for this aftermarket, I'm a huge 7800 fan, and I wanted to show this on my channel. Look at that manual. Very cool. Did a great job with that. And you're probably wondering, double feature, what does that mean? It includes a new arcade version of Pac-Man on a single screen, done by one of my favorite programmers for the 7800, Robert DeCrescenzo. And then it offers the old school Pac-Man. So it's got dip switches on the cart. So by default, you get to play the awesome new Pac-Man. Single screen, pretty awesome. It's a little bit different than the 40th anniversary. I kind of wish there was other versions of Pac-Man on this cart, but they don't have the licensures for Ms. Pac-Man, or I do Pac-Man Jr. What's also cool is that Namco's teaming up with Atari, and Atari's being able to reissue CVS, Dig Dug, and Galaga 7800 releases on physical, and then there's a 4-pack that you can get this and a double feature of Pac-Man in a bundle. Not to mention the Pac-Man console with double feature included. I'm going to give you my thoughts about that at the end of the video. And here you go. That's a really cool blue Pac-Man cart. I wanted the blue. Thought that was pretty sweet. And they have lots coming out, teaming up and celebrating Pac-Man's 45th anniversary. Pretty awesome. Here's the dip switches on the back of the cart. You just flip one of the switches down, and then you can play the ever terrible 2600 version of Pac-Man. There you go. It's pretty awesome that the 7800 is getting a near perfect arcade release of Pac-Man. Very cool, and I'm really happy to see this release. It's also got amazing sound, so it doesn't have standard 2600 sound chip. It's got like pokey sound. Pretty awesome. It's got full introduction there, and Pac-Man Plus, Robert DeCrescenzo. I love his work. I have the majority of everything he released on physical. So you can do random mazes, you can do speed, normal, or fast. You can choose your fruit that you start with, lives and players. Awesome to see all that. Oh man, it's such cool intro music. But this is meant to like really hit on that nostalgia berry factor, where people who love Pac-Man or Pac-Man collectors, this is going to be an awesome release, and I support Atari doing it, because Atari really is. Watching a recent podcast with Wade Rosen, it's really, they're going to team up with what they feel is a good fit. And I feel like this was a smart move for them. This is going to be a mainstream release. Not necessarily the exact release that I wanted, but you know what? If this opens up the door and allows them to continue to support their legacy hardware and their 2600 and 7800 plus lineup, I support it. I mean, I really want it on Television Plus. Fingers crossed that that's going to be released. Maybe a Jaguar Mini. I have no idea what Atari is doing. I don't have a crystal ball, but really hope that this can springboard Atari into offering additional legacy hardware. Legacy hardware that they own. In the comments, let me know what you want. So this is with the sped up mode. It's almost too fast. I like it, but it's almost too fast. Like it's really hard to turn in the mazes when you're going this fast. But you know, it's just an extra feature. There is a hidden feature in this. If you select the second player difficulty switch to A. So this is just this is reported on pacmanfandom.com. In this mode, the one player has partial control. In this mode, the one player has partial control over Blinky while the other controls Pac-Man, and with both players alternating roles between turns. Interesting. So this gold release is really a collectible. A lot of people probably want to unseal it. I just wanted to show you the contents of this. And the standard release, which has the same gameplay, is coming soon. So you can go over to Atari and you can pre-order this. And pretty awesome. And so you can order the double feature, $34.99. That's cheap. That's cheap. That's very affordable for a cart. And I know a lot of people are probably going to sign up for this, as this has been awesome that Atari is offering these hardware releases for an affordable price. Now, have to show you the other option. And so the other feature on this cart is the dreaded 2600 Pac-Man. Now, I grew up playing Pac-Man, and I didn't think it was that bad, but I didn't know any better. And so now there's so many awesome ways of playing Pac-Man, but they offer it here, as there's going to be some people that are going to remember this version of Pac-Man with the blocky pellets and, you know, the sound that's not accurate and the slow gameplay and the fruit that looks like a square and, yeah, all that. So you may want to check it out. So you go over to Atari and you can see all the cool things, wireless ghost controllers, and, you know, the Pac-Man bundle itself comes with a wireless Pac-Man controller, yellow. Pretty sweet. And so I hope it does well. It is $169. That price point's a little high, but you know what? If Atari does well with this and it can continue offering legacy hardware, sign me up, and it has my support. I should be getting one to review. Looking forward to that. And as always, thank you so much for viewing this video. If you like what you see, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button and clicking the bell as I'm uploading videos every week. Folks are wonderful and beautiful. This is the Immortal John Hancock, and you take care.